Lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station. Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on, people? How you guys doing out there in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3. The best place to be at on any day, really. People, I'm doing a tear right now. I'm just interviewing people who are interesting, who got a story to tell, and who I just really like to talk to and get to know. So this next artist that got coming up, I really want you guys to really get into with a song. When I heard the song, It's Love, it put me in a state of like I really enjoy the song because it's therapeutic. I think that it's really really deep if you listen to it. And if you want to go to a YouTube page, man, go check out the video and everything. When I'm talking about all this, we got Dear Diane into the situation. What's going on?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming on. How's everything? How's life been?
It's going, it's moving faster pace than I'm used to, but I'm here for it.
Hey, somebody said the tempo on life. Like we're literally in the middle of February, and it's like, yo, what? When we just celebrating like New Year's or something? Like, what's going on?
Yep, like Christmas was yesterday.
Yes, definitely. So I want my people to get to know about you and how you got started into everything. So how did you get into music?
When I was super young, my dad, he's like really into music and everything. He doesn't really do it now, but when he was younger, he was in a band. So when I was born, um, he kind of like drove me around, had me like sing in the car with him for like hours in the mornings and stuff. And that's kind of where I like fell in love with like singing. But then when I was like, I think it was like 12, 13 years old, I really got into writing. It became like my safe space,
Okay.
and I fell in love with it. There wasn't a day that went by from the age of like probably 12 to 16, 17 where I didn't write something.
Yeah. Dude, and now let me ask you this. When you were writing, was it coming from pain or was it coming from expression? Like what space were you in at that time?
I feel like for the most part, I used it as a way to like express myself and kind of even understand my own emotions and what I was going through in the
Mm,
moment. So it was all very real. Like everything that I wrote back then and still to this day is like very, very real. It's what I'm feeling. Um, and it's kind of just a way that I'm able to like map out what I'm feeling and like
right.
put it into words. I'm terrible at that.
But you know what though? I think a lot of times like when you're not used to identifying the feeling, it's like I don't know how else to express it. And so like for me, like DJing and music was a way for me to express it in a way. I could tell you by song all day long, hey, this is how exactly how I feel. But telling
Yep.
you, like verbally telling you, was hard for me at times.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's such an easier way, like when there's something that you can like present instead of having to talk about it in that moment and
Yeah,
like kind of like almost feel those emotions all over again. It's
I
easier to
like
just
it.
be like, here, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I can respect that. So, when did you know that? Hey, I think I want to pursue this. When? Because you have a beautiful voice. So, when did you
Yeah.
know that you even had that voice?
Well, when I was in kindergarten, or it might have been first grade, I don't remember, but I have like this vivid memory of those little like homework assignments where they had you like draw like what you wanted to be when you
Okay.
grew up.
Yeah.
And I drew that I wanted to be a singer. I hope my mother still has it somewhere. I haven't asked her to look yet, but I vividly remember it just like being on the wall, like when we would walk into our kindergarten or first grade class, whatever it was. So, I
Wow.
mean, I've always wanted to do this.
Were you in choir or doing talent shows or I'm trying to figure out the itch here.
No, I wasn't in choir. I didn't do any like talent shows or anything like that. I was kind of a very shy, like keep to myself
Mm,
kid. I got bullied a lot in like elementary school, so
okay.
it kind of like tore me away from like really wanting to put all of me out there because then there was more ammunition to be thrown back.
I and you know what, I can relate to that because when I was in middle school, I was on the basketball team,
Hmm.
and I quit because I didn't want the people that I was with for them to get made fun of because I was with them. And looking back at it now, I wish I would have stayed. And because when you're in like a very like I guess low self-esteem type of state. It's like your mind is on like I'm not trying to like it's so you're so introverted. It's like you're not trying to even be in nobody else's faces, or you're not even trying to let your own self shine.
Yeah, it's like you want to be a shadow, like the background. And if like you step out of that, it's very uncomfortable. It's like, no, just put me back in the back, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can respect that.
Mm.
So let's go ahead and talk about It's Love. How did that come about?
So I wrote it probably a year or so ago now.
Okay.
It was about my past relationship that I was in. It was like 4 years long, very up and down. Very different than what I thought my first real relationship was going to be. Um, and it was just very hard to get out of and get out of the cycle that we were stuck in for so long.
Mm.
Um, and it was kind of just me laying out like how I felt throughout it because it's like like I don't even know to this day like if it really was love or if it was like a trauma bond or if he was
Mm.
just using me or if I was using him or if it was just like I have no idea. Like it was just 4 years of my life with someone at this point.
Uh, I think too, and I like how you said that trauma bond because I don't think a lot of times like we think okay, this is the right thing to do, and at that time it may be, but then as you grow, you start to realize. I don't know if this is right. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to say, hey, I don't know if this is gonna be what it is. Because sometimes some people are only there for like a season, or some people are there for like they're like kind of branch on the tree, and they're there for long term. So it's okay to say, hey, yo, man, I don't think this is it's fitting. Because I have to grow, and if we're not, and you have to grow individually, and you have to grow with each other. So if you're not trying, if I can't even grow individually, how can we grow with each other?
Yeah, and that was something that I had such a hard time with, like in the relationship, because if I left him or even just tried to do things on my own, it almost felt as though I was like betraying him in a sense.
Mm,
Because when I was like younger, I thought that like you had to stay with someone until the absolute end, or like
mm,
you didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Like it
right.
was all for nothing.
Well, now once everything unfolded, how are you right now? How's your mindset right now?
My mindset is really, really good. I've been single out of that relationship for like just about a year in January. I feel
Okay.
like I've really grown. I've been like going to therapy, working through all the stuff that we went through and everything. I feel really good with where I'm at. I'm not really, I don't know. The thought of getting into another relationship or something even slightly as serious kind of makes me sick to my stomach at this point.
Mm. I get that because you put so much into it.
Yeah.
So I can respect that. Um, Now, when did you know that I really want to take this music thing for real? Like, I think I got something.
I feel like it's always kind of been in the back of my mind, but I never really had like excuse my French, like the balls to like do it by myself. Like I never really could push myself to take it like maybe like a year and a half ago, I was like posting here and there that I like
Okay.
released a song and like had put out a video or whatever that's no longer available. There was like a whole problem or whatever. But um yeah, and I just posted it like here and there. Like I wasn't doing like anything of this sort or like basically I would just make an Instagram post and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, my song's out," and that's like all I do.
Yeah. I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
And now you're putting out this song, and I really like the song. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank
Like
you.
I really meant it. Like I really meant that when I said that in the intro. It's very therapeutic, um, and it's a vibe where I think this song could even fit into a movie or a TV show.
Oh, thank
I
you.
could hear it in the background in the right scene. I could hear that. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. The video when I first saw it, it kind of gave me Blair Witch vibes in a sense because,
Okay, yeah.
because it's like it's set. It like I'm thinking like it's supposed to be set in an old school form because of the like the '90s feel or whatever. So
Yeah.
but I like that because as me, I just like odd stuff. That's just how I am. But I really like the fact that what you're saying is even more deeper. So I can feel the pain whenever you wrote that. I can hear that.
Yeah.
So I can respect that.
Thank you.
Do you is there any more songs like that, or is this a single right now, or what we got going on?
So there was another song out like it that it was called Dry Heave. But there was like a problem with the distributor and blah 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 whatever. So It's Love is really my only song like officially out. I have other songs on SoundCloud and stuff, but I mean they're not like professionally done in the studio. They're just like me holding my phone and my like computer like with the fucking beat playing
Yeah.
like on a voice memo. So
Hey, you know what though, man? Hey, you get it out the mud how you can, man. I trust me. I met people who literally recorded on when they were in jail. So it's it's how you get your voice out there. That's all that matters, man. So
yeah.
so who you like to jam to, man? Who you jamming to?
Ooh, that's a good one. I listen to like all different types of genres. So I'll give you like one from like the top three.
Okay.
Um, I would say I've been listening to a lot of funeral and like the anti-pop
Okay.
area.
Okay.
Um, I've been really, really loving Rucci in rap. Oh my God, love him. So
Okay.
good. He's so sarcastic. It's so funny. Um, And then I've kind of been like diving backwards, like into like 2000, 2010 era.
Okay.
So I've been listening to a lot of Paramore again
Okay.
and like
Okay.
just that kind of vibe. I think her name's Haley Williams. Oh my God, she's
Okay.
so gorgeous. I love her voice so much.
I've been listening to. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I've been listening to. Like I've been on my like I call it my American Pie stuff. So
Mhm.
I've been listening to like Green Day, Sum 41, Linkin Park. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
don't and because I'm versatile. I listen to all kinds of music and stuff. So I like to listen to things that put me in a time frame. I was just listening to Stain. It's been a while, and that was my jam right there, man.
Yeah. I've been One Republic, the apology song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that came up on a playlist and I had to replay it like three times.
Yeah. One Republic, a lot of people don't like they sleep on them and they make
Yeah.
like good ass songs.
Mhm.
So who would you like to work with going into the future?
Ooh, good question. Oh my God, I didn't think about this. Um, well, I had answers like kind of picked out like people that I would want to work with, but I'm kind of changing my genre right now.
Okay.
So I would have to really think about it. Probably Halsey
Okay.
for sure. Um, Maybe Break-ins.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that would be cool.
You know what? I could see and this may be kind of like a collab. I could see you with a Russ and I could see that. I could definitely see you know what? A Wiz Khalifa on the right track. I could see you
Hmm.
on the on the background vocals. I can see that.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah.
So I really like the fact that you are like you can you're different facets, like you different listen to different types of genres and everything. Whenever you're making music in that process, how is that? Like whenever you're writing in the studio or whatever you're doing in the studio, how is that process for you?
So it used to be I would just kind of write whatever I felt like writing. And I kind of stuck to that like lo-fi, bluesy kind of feeling for a
Okay.
very, very long time. And that's kind of what I would classify It's Love as. Um, but recently I've been like, since I've been by myself for the last year, I kind of haven't had like new fresh material to work with.
Well,
So I've kind of been like embodying like other genres and like other artists and stuff. Like I wrote a song, oh hell, what the hell was it called? I don't know, but it was like inspired by like Amy Winehouse, like a
okay.
vibe like that. And then I also wrote another song that was like almost I could hear someone like walking down the aisle at like a
Mm,
wedding. You know what
okay.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
so I've just kind of been testing out the waters and like different things. Obviously with my still same experiences with everything.
Well.
Just like in a different format vibe.
And I think you know what though. You know what helps with that, like life experiences. You just going out there and just having fun, living life, maybe getting in a little bit of trouble, not too much, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that brings out your artistry because we don't realize as we experience, like a lot of our music is coming from experience. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm when I hear you saying, "Hey, yo, man, I'm just doing me and I'm having fun," I like to hear that because now you're living as a single person because you when you're in a long term relationship, you become that person beside you. So it is
Hmm.
very hard for you to break out of that. But once you do, it's like you experience a lot of stuff for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So kudos
Yeah.
to you for that.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, my next song is kind of about like an experience that I had like with someone that I had like been seeing a few months after I got out of the relationship. It just kind of got a little wonky.
mm,
Um, but like somehow I was still drawn to it. But that was kind of why I also backed away because
mm,
I'm like trying to heal. I'm not trying to reopen a wound.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah,
Is it hard to date nowadays because it's so many crazy
so
people.
many.
Like, yo, man, like,
It is, and there's so many different sides of the spectrum of it. It like you can get like super clingy, or you can get like super like nonchalant or whatever, where like they just act like they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, can I curse on here?
you good. We can edit it
Okay,
out. You
cool.
good.
I'm sorry. um, and then you just have like the straight up weirdos. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's for me right now.
Yeah.
Like I've been testing the waters here and there. Like I'll give it like one person every 2 3 weeks, like see how I feel with it. It's just
Right.
nobody's really been like clicking the way I would want it to click.
And you know what, man? I think the right person will come. You know, the right person. You know, when it cause God will bring it in and everything. And I think a lot of times, like for me, like the Instagram stuff and the TikTok, like I was talking to this one girl, and she didn't like the fact that I didn't post her. And my thing is, I'm not like a social media guy. Like I just don't. I'm private in that matter. You get what I'm saying? So it's like now it's weird because if you don't post, that means that you didn't like me in the beginning. You're saying to me, and I'm like, no, I just don't want people in my business. It's simple as that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's another reason. Social media. I post very strange TikToks here and there. So, um that's also been like I don't know, like like I want to post myself too in the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
sense. You know what I mean? Like so I don't want to have somebody like in my ear being like, "Oh, why did you post that?" or like, "Can you delete that?" or like, "Why is this getting this kind of comment?"
exactly.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, because sometimes like I like when I was in a relationship, I would just post this because hey yo man, I just want to I have the feeling to post. And then
Hmm.
when here comes the questions, it's like, why did you want to post that? And it becomes like, yo man, it's like I don't want to have to post this to answer your questions. Sometimes I just that's just what I feel.
Yes. Oh, that was another thing with relationships recently. I've been like posting, I went viral on TikTok a few times or whatever. And I've been like posting songs and stuff. And like to have people just nagging me about what my songs are about. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like
yeah,
I told you I wrote this song 2 months ago and I met you a week ago. Why on earth would you think it's about you? Like that's my thing. You know what I mean? And then I
yeah,
gotta sit here and tell you to your face that it's not about you. Now I'm the asshole.
yeah.
So like I would rather avoid it at all costs.
Or a lot of people be like, because it's like you. Let's say you write something, years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, and as you're writing, as you're going through it in two years ago, but people like they can't fathom. Oh well, why would you even write that in the first place? Why would you even say it? I went through that 2 years ago. Like I can't say what I said 2 years ago. Like that's crazy.
Exactly. Like it's my work, it's my art. I lived it. I made it.
Exactly. I like that. That might be a good album for you. It's my work. I lived it. I like that right there.
That's cute. Yeah.
So now, if you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
Oh man, that's a big one. Probably either like some type of award show like the Grammys or like the halftime show that the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because I
Dream
feel like
big.
once you perform at them, like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like you've made it at that point. Like if you get the Super Bowl halftime, like you've made it.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really cool.
Did you watch Kendrick's?
I did.
Oh, so what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, I love him. I love the diss track. I thought it was very clever. Very, very clever and meticulous. He's very like detail oriented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
It,
thought it
it,
was well done.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm on that stage, yeah, I'm being petty. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the biggest stage. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm definitely coming.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I definitely think you have that aura where you can translate to other people because a lot of people are probably in the same situation. They just don't know how to express it.
Yeah.
So I think you're a good beacon to bring people out of that, man.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
hope so. I really do hope so because music like probably saved my life. Like listening to like people like Fora,
Mm,
Sinner, and Fake Smiles. Oh my God, the amount of nights that I fell asleep crying to that song, those two songs actually. Oh my God, I can't even count.
wow. Now, where do you hope to see yourself in 3 years?
3 years. Ooh, I hope to have hopefully a record deal. I would say.
Okay.
I would hope to have had like one EP out already and maybe two albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool. That sounds cool. How does your family feel about the music and everything?
They're excited. Very excited. They're a little weary too though, just because of everything that's been coming out here and there through the
Mm.
woodworks about everything in the industry and stuff. I don't know. It is what it is. Like there's evil everywhere. There's a bad apple in every tree, you know what I mean?
You're
So
right about that. You're so
it
right
is
about
what it is.
that. Definitely. Is there any new song coming out in like really soon, or are we still in the works with a lot of stuff?
Still in the works, but hopefully March I'll have a song coming out. It's called You're Not Mine.
Okay, okay.
And that's gonna be the genre switch. I'm hoping to try a little bit of like like a what's it called? Wow, I sound like probably such a poser right now. Oh my god, what is it called?
Like
Pop
punk rock,
punk
oh
rock,
pop, yeah,
pop
pop
rock.
rock, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, literally any other time of the day I would be able to tell you. Whew.
It's always on whenever you're on the sign. It's never whenever it's like you're just
Yep.
just talking in regular conversations. It's always whenever it's like you're on point with it. So, but I got
Yep.
what you're saying, man.
Mhm.
I can see that though. I could remember that song. What's that song? Wake Me Up Inside. I forget what the name.
Yes.
So
Oh my god.
I could see that lane for you, and you driving in that lane.
Yeah, I think it was Evanescence.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I was thinking more of like the Avril Lavigne Paramore route,
Okay.
but without like the stealing boyfriends part. I love them to death. The songs are great, but that's not me.
Yeah, I get it. Where you from? Where you from?
Like 40, so like 30, 40 outside of Philly in Pennsylvania in a town called Skipback.
Okay, okay. I hear the northern. I hear the northern in
Yeah.
your voice. So I can hear. Cause I said, man, see, I know she's not from Boston, but I know she's
No.
not from New York. So I said she gotta be, but she sounds like a northern, so she gotta be somewhere in between.
Yeah, I lived in New Jersey for a little bit and I was like hanging out with people that had that like thick, like Italian New Jersey accent. And I
Yeah,
don't know why. Maybe it was just everything that I was going through at the time, but like some of the words like really stuck. And I am Italian, so like
yeah,
it had already been coming out before, but that like really made it
yeah,
really
yeah.
jam in.
I can see that, man. Now, okay. So you're from an Italian family. I know you know how to cook, man. I know you know
Yes,
how.
I do.
So what's your favorite dish? What you cooking, man?
You're either gonna hate me for this or you're gonna love me for this. I would say right now, I've been like obsessed with shepherd's pie.
Wow. Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's weird, it's different, but I don't know what it is, but a good shepherd's pie,
Yeah.
I'm eating the whole thing.
Oh man. I'm mad at that though. I'll eat. Don't get me wrong. I will try it and everything, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I could do that every time. I ain't gonna hold you. Not every time, but
It's
I'll eat
okay.
it though. What's some of the seasons do you use?
Um, I would say for the ground beef, probably garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of adobo. Um, I feel like sometimes I throw like a little bit of oregano in there, but that's only
Yeah.
if I'm feeling some type of way.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll put like garlic salt and parsley on the vegetables, and I'll put garlic and butter in the mashed potatoes.
I
And
like
then I'll
that.
use a mushroom gravy.
Okay, okay. I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might
Yeah.
be just because I'm high, but I'm definitely gonna eat that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I respect that, man. That could be another lane for you, cooking. You know what I'm saying? That could be like you could cook while you're doing on the TikTok. People go crazy over there.
Yeah, oh my God. I just like started this like new thing on my Instagram and TikTok, like get ready with me, but I'm so over it. And people are really liking it. Like
Yeah,
it's really cute though. I love it because
I
that's really how I get ready in the morning. I'm just like so fucking over it.
yeah. Could it be like that? Cause it's like, yo, man, I'm just here. Like I'm not
Yeah.
good whenever I wake up. You got to give me at least 15, 20 minutes, at least that,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
please.
Not to sound like a corny t-shirt, but literally until I take a sip of coffee, like do not bother me.
I respect that, man. Where can the people find you at everywhere?
Everything is Dear Diane, two R's and then two E's. Everything.
Okay. Why the name? Why the name, Dear Diane?
I don't know. I went by like a few different names. It was D and then it was Diane. And then I was like, I don't know how I feel about just Diane though. Like I feel like that's a little
Mm,
it's a little bland.
okay.
Um, and then we were thinking about it on a phone call, me and my team, and it just like came to me, and it was just like Dear Diane, like a diary entry, like a journal entry,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
writing a letter to myself. I was like, that's so poetic. That's
It
perfect.
is. I like that, man.
Hmm.
Keep that. I think that because it fits you.
Yeah,
Because I think sometimes we go especially when you first start out, we go through these iterations of names, and they somewhat fit us, but they not fit us. And then when you finally got it, it's like, okay, that's me.
yeah, this is it. I don't think I'm changing it at least anytime soon. I
That's
might go
what's up.
back to Diane in maybe like 10, 15 years from now, but as of right
Yeah.
now, Dear
Hey,
Diane.
hey, I like that. I like that, man. I do appreciate you being on here and talking with me, man. This has been a pleasure talking to you. And if you ever want to just, just rock out and jam out to some Pearl Jam, man, let me know.
Will do.
We do appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys check out the record, man. It's love. It's on YouTube everywhere.
Everywhere. Yep, everywhere.
Okay, make sure you guys run the analytics up for me, please and thank you. Run the analytics up. It's the one and only DJ Malone. Dear Diane, make sure you guys get in tune with everything. Chicago 77.3. We out. One.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station. Now in digital HD sound.